Things were going from bad to worse for the defending champion Trevor Barnabas, a 12th in the opening race, and now he's broken his mast in the park before round 2. As race time approaches, his rivals pitch in to help.
Trevor's just broken his rig, so we just, yeah. Lovely. Could you turn that around, see how far in it'll go? So you'll know, because that way, you know what I mean? For starters.
With light winds again predicted, Trevor desperately needed to fix his big rig if he was to have any chance of making up for yesterday. Just metres away, a miraculous recovery for AFS, the crew working all night to patch their split hull.
It was a matter of cutting out some of the foam and just replacing it and putting some more carbon fibre on it. So the job looks good and we're pretty hopeful it's going to work.
Back with Barnabas, and the patch-up job just didn't work, and he's had to revert to his smaller rig, leaving him praying for a howling southerly to hit the fleet.
It certainly hasn't made our day. It's very light out there and we've got our second rig on and we're going to know all about it. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it is.
And ready now for a start to the second race of the Lotus Development International Series. And it has been a battle of tactics before the start. For some, it hasn't paid off. Amiga Spec, TUE closest to camera, and Trevor Barnabas with a light rig. They will struggle, but it is light conditions.
The international crews who venture down under are hungry for knowledge and experience, among them Frenchman Denis Autier, who is right behind the development of the class in Europe and a regular visitor to this championship. Sports Illustrated Tommy Hilfiger came from a long way back in round 1 to finish 7th, and they're out to make sure they don't get left behind this time. Away to a great start, he made the most of the light conditions.
Well, we could well be watching history made in this second race of the series. Howie Hamlin, the American skipper, on board Emery Worldwide. Only one American has won a heat of this championship in 50 years. That could change today as we come around the top mark for the first time. And you can see all contending with these light conditions. The Spinnakers will come up. Emery Worldwide, Howie Hamlin. He was introduced to the sport by our own Ian Murray. He's got a brand new boat now, and he is definitely one of the major contenders.
As the race developed, Stephen Quigley used his local knowledge to pick the wind shifts, and he soon overtook Emery Worldwide and looked set to sail away with the race as the rest of the fleet floundered in the fluky breeze. The conditions certainly weren't helping Trevor Barnabas on Amiga Smeg TUE. He was left wallowing at the back of the fleet with his small rig and eventually was forced to retire. With only one race to be dropped out of the 7, he now has to carry his first round 12th. After being recalled at the start, Mitsubishi Electric did extremely well to sail back into 10th, but still, jumping the start was a costly error. The conditions certainly didn't suit AFS, but after yesterday's disaster, they were determined to make amends and eventually sail home for a strong 7th.
Incredible performance. You're looking at the crew on board AFS. I know they were up all night fixing the hole. If you remember from the opening race, they had all sorts of problems. They could probably do with a little bit of paintwork there on the hole, but it's standing the test of racing. And with our leaders, Sports Illustrated, Tommy Hilfiger, Stephen Quigley, the skipper. It's a battle of Australia versus America. Howie Hamlin on Emery Worldwide. A real battle of tactics as well. Stephen Quigley has the reputation of being a master in the light conditions. His crew, Andrew Stabik and Rod Gruter. But we do know from the opening race that things can go wrong, so it may look like a race in 2, but the boats behind will be hoping that something goes amiss in front. Right at the moment, that doesn't look to be the case. Jibing towards the finish, having a close look on board Sports Illustrated, and Emery Worldwide as close as you would want. Thrilling finish coming up to the second race of the Lotus Development International Series. And it looks as if they'll have to jibe again. Emery Worldwide, the Americans, are looking to cover every move of Sports Illustrated. Stephen Quigley, Howie Hamlin, the American. Here they go. Well, will this be the Americans or will it be the Australians to win the second race? Howie Hamlin looks to have it under control. It will be close, but the Americans, Emery Worldwide, has won the second race. Terrific finish. And a real battle of tactics, and the Americans shade them ever so slightly. So we check the results from round 2, and Emery Worldwide, a miraculous victory. Sports Illustrated, Stephen Quigley would be a little disappointed, but proud that he's been in such a tight race. Our first round winner, Semantic, finished in 13th position, but all honours with Howie Hamlin, the second American to post a victory in 50 years.
It was really close all the way around the track with those guys. You know, we'd gain, they'd gain. It was just really puffy conditions, and we got in the lead, then they got in the lead, then we finally got in the lead again and kept it.
Yeah, we've been fending him off all day, and he sailed a super race, so you can't take anything away from him, but we're probably a little bit disappointed not to get the win. I thought we did enough to win.
Stay with us. The best in the world set to do battle in round 3 of the Lotus Development International 18-foot series.